Oh, the buttons. Joe, I know there's sound on YouTube. The Twitch may be acting up. It's been a day of things not working very well. So join us on YouTube, because we most certainly are not on Facebook. It's back, slowly but surely. Here, I'll message you, Joe. Let's do this. There. Crazy day. Huh? 6 hours. 6 hours. 6 hours, people. With no Facebook, no Instagram, and no WhatsApp. Who's using WhatsApp? What a day. We'll talk about it right after this little today. Man. We had a new drop last Friday. A lot of ladies' stuff for the Halloween season coming up. That's all Nick's design. Check that stuff out. Bam, ba-dam, 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 ba-dam. A little bit of skeleton action. A little bit of namaste. Nothing on Twitch. Is there sound on YouTube? I just pulled up the stream on my phone, and I could hear the music coming through. I see my volume levels, but that doesn't mean nothing apparently. Captain Coop's Beard Company. Beard oils, beard balms, the beard butters, all the good stuff right there for you. Man, what a day. Man, what a day. A lot of speculation out there. A lot of speculation about why we were down today with no Facebook, no Insta, and no WhatsApp. A lot of things. Now, last night, if you've been paying attention, last night there was apparently, which I saw the previews for because you're watching the Packer game, and so I saw the previews for the 60 Minutes. That was the YouTube or the Facebook whistleblower was going to come out with like this groundbreaking stuff. Didn't watch it. And then the next day, after all of these accusations, it goes down. Now, she's talking about it. Today, she was supposed to testify before Congress. And then this morning, 11 o'clock-ish, down goes Facebook, down goes Instagram, down goes WhatsApp. The entire world flooded to Twitter. Twitter was owning stuff. Kudos. I mean, I'm not a huge Twitter fan. I don't really like the things that Jack Dorsey stands for and stands against. But it was funny. And sometimes you need some fucking comedy. It's like, I think their first post was, "Welcome literally everyone." And they had some great back and forth. McDonald's was in on it. They're like, "Hey, how can we help you today?" Like, we need 56 billion nuggets for all of our friends. Weird. So I was following along on Twitter just to kind of see what was going on. That's usually where I go when there's ever an Instagram or a Facebook issue I'll go and check out Twitter because that's usually where, interestingly enough, where the information comes to. And I mean, it was everything. And nobody really will ever know the true extent. But this was a pretty sophisticated hack to where they had to send like human beings out to like this remote site to turn off and turn back on the hard servers of Facebook. That was out there. There was rumors that the routing numbers were all deleted. Therefore, Facebook would never come back in its full capacity, which to my experience, it hasn't yet. Like right before we came on, I was like, oh, it's finally like doing something.
I didn't get that. Could you try it?
See, the robots are losing their minds today. Somebody had posted like, all I can do is give the laugh emoji. It's all I can do. I had a buddy of mine who was like, well, Anonymous said this is a day to watch. So I found it interesting that of all days, the day after you have a big Senate hearing or a big revelation on 60 Minutes, and then you have it's supposed to be a congressional presentation today. C-Dubs, we're just talking about the down platforms today. And then there was a moment like right after everybody flocked over to Twitter that it was like Twitter started to glitch a little bit. And everybody's like, oh shit. There it goes. The end of social media. To which, Nick and I were talking, as this is happening, I'm reading off the funnier tweets that were out there. And not funny necessarily, but like some of the ones that we're talking about, like the IP address was completely missing. Like it was weird. Weird things were happening. Like not in the servers are down. Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in? But like some major hack had taken place. Will we ever know the extent? Probably not, as it seems like they have at least some of it restored. But it does make you wonder. Is it all just pure coincidence? Could it be that's an extensive outside hacking job. Of all things, I'm pretty sure Facebook has pretty good security. Sometimes. But you have this big whistleblower talking about, the strategies in Facebook is obviously to keep you engaged, which is something that I already knew, but to engage and try to keep you angry about it, because if you're angry, then you will apparently stay on Facebook longer, and the longer you're on Facebook, the more money they make off of you. And then Instagram, being dangerous for young people in their aspirations to live like a life that it's a life in filters, which we've talked about on this show before. So you have all this stuff that comes out last night. And 18 hours later, both platforms completely down, inaccessible. So you could have a couple different thoughts on this. You could have an outside hack job. You could have an inside hack job. Some interns like, Control Alt Delete, motherfuckers. Or you have back-end evidence of these claims being true that were released last night, and you don't want that to become public, so you go and delete it all. There's another option that was brought up. What are we being distracted from? Which is always a good question. Like, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. It's the oldest trick in the book. Wizard of Oz used it. Can't see me. What's happening over here? I believe Facebook down is still trending. I don't. There's somebody on Twitter that says that they're Mark Zuckerberg. I don't think that it is because it's not verified and it's like a watch and retweet. Sincere apologies to everyone impacted by the outages of Facebook powered services right now, experiencing networking issues, and teams are working as fast as possible to debug and restore. Am I going to start a Discord server? I have Discord. I'm not real keen on how it works. But I could talk to? My 11-year-old is on Discord all the time. He could probably set me up with the inside info. Because isn't that where other people can talk? Like I could have it up and then we could have like a chat thing going on here instead of me just reading off all the commentary here. But I have Discord, but it is not currently part of this platform. So, at some point, when we get our shit together, maybe then. There was also another post today that in 6 hours of Facebook being down, Mark Zuckerberg, his net worth dropped $7 billion. $7 billion in 6 hours. And everybody who's not really proficient on Facebook and Instagram, but really spends a lot of time on Twitter, which I am the exact opposite of that. I don't tweet. But you sure as shit know when Facebook was down, I'm like, I wonder if we can stream this on Twitter. We can't through Streamlabs, but we tweet that we're live. I think that links to our Twitch or something like that. But I don't know. But yeah, it was crazy that people kind of lost their minds a little bit. I talked about it on my radio show today. I was like, what do you do? Because I was thinking about the same thing. I'm like, we have 2, 3 businesses that we really exclusively market through Facebook and Instagram. Like, as you think of like that doomsday prophecy of like they've deleted it, the routing is all just gone, it's never coming back, and you go, that's kind of funny. But I don't really want to be standing on a street corner trying to sell Cooperville clothing and beard oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there was a better way. But the timing of everything is just very interesting. And I'm not saying that anybody fucking pays attention to this show, like Facebook robots or YouTube robots or Twitch robots. But I wasn't able to post. I tried to get, as soon as I saw that it was back up, I'm like, I will try to get the stream up. And I was like, nope, not for you, sir. Sometimes they don't like the things I have to say on here. But it's a free country, I tell them. I don't know, man. It's super weird. Super weird. I just want to see if I can do it now, because I've tried a couple times to. The Independent says Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp are coming back online after an outage. 6 hours. And you would think after 6 hours, like people would be posting. Well, I guess there's one. Kudos to Mega Co-op for posting how it feels after not being on Facebook all day, and it's the Titanic meme. It's been 84 years. So there are a lot of people that are commenting on it. Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out, strange that hours after a whistleblower calls out Facebook saying they engaged in a betrayal of democracy, that Facebook and other companies it owns are totally down. I'm sure it's a coincidence. Also interesting that Ghislaine Maxwell co-conspirator names are about to come out today. Well, there's an interesting twist in the whole thing, isn't it? I didn't know that. I need to keep my ear closer to the ground. Interesting. Now let's see if I can actually post, because I wasn't able to post before. I see other people are able to post. So maybe it's just me. I don't know. Is this thing on? We'll see. Oops, something went wrong. We're working on getting it fixed as soon as possible. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe I've been blacklisted, blackballed, shadow banned. All of the keywords you're not supposed to say on these things before they take them off of the internet. I'm sure it's a slow process to get it to come back on. I don't know. You know, and as somebody who obviously I post a lot, not just for the show and other things like that, but, you know, one of my other jobs as the marketing officer of a couple of companies and obviously our own brands. Like, oh, don't forget, we got to put those ads up for the shirts and stuff that we dropped on Friday. I'm like, okay. Can't do it. I sent out the tweet that went out about the possibility that the actual routing numbers of Facebook had been deleted. Therefore, Facebook itself would not be able to come back in its whole capacity. And I sent that to my boss, and I was like, "Hey, bummer, huh?" And he's like, "Well, your job as marketing officer just got a whole lot more difficult." I said, "Well, standing in the road with street signs, man. We're going back to that shit. We're flipping those signs around. Remember, like the pizza guy in the corner? Like, hot the fresh pizza. Right here." But it was a strange conundrum because I'm like, Facebook's down. And then I'm like, oh, shit. We utilize that. And Instagram. In most of the time in a cohesive unit. But the eeriness of it and the coincidence of the timing of anything makes you think. What exactly is going on here? So we don't have our Facebook live feed today, obviously, because it's we're being shadow banned, which is fine. We're not monetized on there anyway. Or anywhere else. So it doesn't really matter. Oh, man, what else is happening in the world? That was kind of the big thing today. And you can't really find out anything else that was going on unless you used Google or DuckDuckGo. You realize how, like, oh, if I'm looking for stories for the show, or if I'm looking for stories for the radio show or anything else, like I save all the crazy stories that I see on Facebook. I save them into a folder on Facebook and could not access them at all today. So, whoops. All right. Let's watch some videos. What do we say? Bubba Wallace, congratulations. Yellowwood 500 at Talladega. First Cup Series race of his career. Winner. That's cool. Ooh, alligator steals a bass and fishing pole from a Florida boy. Let's watch it. Let's go over to this one here. Yeah, let's pop this thing up. Ooh, full screen. I like that.
You got it, buddy.
Come on, man. Pull it in. There you go. Do you know it's an alligator yet?
It's all right, buddy. Keep going.
Dad, I'm tired.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, he's got a fish on first. Okay. I feel like this is about to take a turn real quick. Oh, shit. Didn't see that coming.
My
God.
There goes his fishing pole. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. That's no fun. That was a good-looking fish, too, man. Nice bass on there.
You got it, buddy.
This is great. I mean, besides, I'm sure that boy will never be the same. You'll have an innate fear of... Like, I'm thinking he's going to reel in the alligator. Like, at some point you see the alligator's head pop up and be like, I'm done. But no,
It's all right, buddy. Keep going.
he's just focused on that fish.
You got it.
He's like, I'm tired, man.
You got it.
He's a fighter.
He's a fighter. Yes, he is indeed.
I think this might have been a bit on your time, Chatter.
And, oh. Oh, man.
Oh.
I'll take that.
My God.
And the pole. Brr. Brr. Oh, man. Right? Joe, you were doing something outdoorsy this weekend. What were you doing? Was it muskie fishing this weekend? I went to carry a pistol. You really got to know where you're fishing. Like, you are pretty sure that that's not going to happen if you're fishing in, the Great Lakes. I would, if you're further south, like Florida, you probably should be a little bit prepared that something like that could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, young child next to the duck hunting. That's what it was. Duck hunting. Again, one of my favorite video games as a child. Original NES, man. People are being attacked in Alaska by angry beavers. Nobody likes an angry beaver. Mm-mm. Is there a video of this? Duck tastes better than chicken. Yeah, I really can't argue with that. Anytime I've had duck, it's always been really good. But I think the duck seems to be prepared more eloquently, like we're having duck. Chicken's like, fuck it, throw it on the grill. No, they don't have any video capture of the angry beavers attacking people in Alaska. That's a little disappointing. Boo. Yeah, I can't change your mind on that one, Joe. I'm in. I'm buying what you're selling. Buying what you're selling today. Oh, what else? In Malaysia, they eat swan. Have you tried the swan? Didn't catch nothing but rain. We did fall things this weekend. It was really nice. Nick wanted to do some, she's like, she had mentioned a couple weeks ago, I like to do some fall things. And so I'm like, hey, let's go out, do the pumpkin patch, and we'll do the apple orchards. And there happens to be a winery out there too. So we'll do all the fall stuff. And it was super rad. We bought like a ton of pumpkins, and we just like went into the apple orchard, like the parking lot of one of them. And then there was like a lot of children, and we're like, where's the winery? And we went there for a couple hours, which was nice. It was a decent weekend. Had dinner with some great friends on Saturday night, and ended up going out for a couple of cocktails after that, which was great. It did lead to a very, very low productivity Sunday, but we still managed to get ourselves ready to kick off into the week, so that was good. Packers big win on Sunday afternoon. I'm really getting tired of the late games, though. Thing. All right, go to your exam hall. See dubs. Do all the things, man. Become smart. Become smarter than all of us. Do what the world needs. But seriously, I need a noon game. Do we have a noon game this week? I don't even know. I think it's against the Bengals. We're playing the Bengals this weekend. I need a noon game. We've had Monday nighters and Sunday nighters, and then we've had 2 late afternoon kickoffs because we're the featured game, because that's what happens when you're one of the best. Like, man, just give me a noon game, get up, do the things, watch the game, and then I got the whole afternoon to like mentally prepare myself for the week. Need that shit. Swan. Never had Swan before. Interesting. Crazy day though, man. Crazy day. And if you jump back onto Facebook, because apparently now it's back up. They're tweeting about it being back up. It's a weird world we live in. Just listen, watch the vibe of people. Like, are they doing okay? Because I even noticed myself, because of, well, between the two brands and my other two brands, and then the station, and then the show, like, I got like 6 pages that I have watchful eyes on and interact with. So it's just it's so natural. And then you like look and you're like, there's no notifications here. I'll go to refresh the app. But it was okay. It was all right. We all made it through. I can't argue with that, Joe. Facebook is an interesting animal, and to have all of these things happen in the course of not even 24 hours, like 16 hours. It's just hard to think that they're not connected. You know, like this is either really well planned out, and I'm not, anonymous or whoever. It's either really well planned out, or it's a total inside thing, or they did it on purpose. Because when the best time. Do you know when the best time of day would be to have a shutdown on those two platforms? Is the exact time of day that they did it. Off-peak hours, minus maybe the lunch hour. But in theory, you have a window of time. Morning people are on, then they kind of, most people get off for the day. There's a little spike around noon. I've watched these things before. And then you have the evening, and it tends to go up. So we got to fix some shit. Cool. When should we do it? Well, during off-peak hours. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Like, what about overnight? A lot of people stay up late. People working, third shift jobs, especially if they're just managing something or overseeing things, they're just like, whatever. Yes, things that make you go, Indeed, sir. But we got a nice week this week. Dr. J he's not back till next week. He's on vacation, not vacation. He's traveling this week, so he's back next week. Kentucky Dom is going to be on, I believe, on Wednesday, and we have another guest that we're trying to line up for Thursday. So we'll get some people back on here, and of course more videos. We've added that element in, and maybe we'll look into this Discord thing, because then you could bring people in just to talk, which I like seeing people when I talk, but you know what I'm saying. But have a great Monday. We're going to go make some dinner and enjoy our Tuesday, and then we're back on Wednesday with Kentucky Dom. I'm back on the show. So until then, barring any major shutdowns, peace indeed, sir. I still can't post on Facebook. I'm telling you, they knew it. They knew it was me. I pulled the plug. I touched the buttons. I unplugged it. All right, y'all. Take care.